Hello, and welcome back to Rust Gears Season 5. And we're on our next episode, getting a little bit more established here. We now have 3 baskets of goodies. I'm going to need one of those. We have gotten a couple things from ruins, some bony soil, picked up a temporal gear off a mob, which is always nice, but don't need it right yet. And some rusty gear, you know. Need to start building that up anyhow. I did go up and find all that nice resin up here by this trader. A couple little different deposits of stuff. So up past some of our dungeons. We got our bees out there that we need to take care of. So we'll grab, there we go, some clay here and a whole lot of cattails. I'll make a couple skeps out of that. Got a decent amount of clay around in the area. Not a lot of blue clay, but that's okay. We're gonna need, I'm gonna swap this out. Leave our charcoal here because that'll be important for later. And now we have a pick that was melted last time. So now we can go and get a bunch of copper and a couple more nuggets. Alright, at our bees. Yeah, that's right, I extended it out. I'm going to need to stick another block down. So we got our bees. It should be well populated, but I need to put these skeps down. Then I'll put down a bunch more probably when I get more. So it's a large population. Maybe take out a couple more branches. I don't want to be too risky there, but that way they'll swarm. And on my way here, I almost fell in a couple holes like that one. It's a very small one, but it will take you down there. There was a little bit of copper outside. Oh, I hear a shiver or something, guy. Alright, so there is some of our copper nuggets to pick up. And there is stuff down below. So I'll make a little easy staircase with the dirt. And that opens up into who knows what. So let's make a little safety platform. And then we can dig all of this great stuff out. It is poor quality, but it will be sufficient on what we need to get for right now. It's a pretty decent deposit, so that is always good. Sometimes they're really tiny when they're surface ones. I'll take a peek down here. And of course, there's already guys roaming around. Not seeing anything. Okay, that's just debris and stuff being... Yeah, I think that is a different day when you have a little bit more armor and whatnot. I think I have pretty much like nothing. Well, there's our last nugget. I don't think there's anything else like hiding under a bush. Occasionally you find that or something, but looks like we've gotten all those. And I found that we're going to need to spend a little bit of time in these rifts. Visit good old Dave over here. See if we can find him and hopefully not any of his friends. And like immediately it's just like all kooky badness and the gear starts spinning down pretty quickly if you just stand in this bit of stuff. Yep, there he is in the background. Just walking away, doing his normal thing. I just don't want anything to come out at me while I'm sitting here trying to gain my mage experience. What is that? That wasn't there before, right? It's a big rock thing. Ancient marker. Okay, well, let's bash it. Oh. I know of stuff. I picked up stuff. There is stuff still there. I'm going a little bit crazy. Okay. Apparently I spent a little too long there in the first time in the gear is getting pretty low. You won't equip. Alright, I need space here. Let's go over here. Let's trade out our puffballs, and at least if someone comes by or I come by later, we can get our sticks there. Looks like there's a thing. Oh, there's more than one thing there. Okay. Well, we got enchanted stone there. I kind of need tools, but they are easy, so that one's almost dead. Let's trade that out. We have another spot. Oh, another achievement. Okay. Well, that's a start to something. We did something a little magey. I'll have to try to figure out what to do with this at some point. Alright, this is like the only storage I have that it is like actually has stuff. I put it in there and it's worse. So until you get a proper cellar, I guess, this is not gonna work. So I'm gonna use what was intended for food to just put all of my extra stuff in here, and then I'll have to just make another vessel here at some point. Our gear's taken a long time to come back up. However, I'm not seeing any baddies, and it's not all rusty, gloom and doom looking, so I'm okay while it just sits and does its little grumbly music here. Go ahead and fill up that hole and put our pot there. Fill in our other nuggets, which I'll have to get a few more, and then I can make my hammer, and then we're all set with that. And then we can finally go out and find some tin. That will be nice. Alright, so I guess this is all magic stuff. It won't let me try to equip it yet. Maybe I need to do something else first with mage. I don't even have my handbook yet, so I'll probably have to try to figure that part out. This is gonna make a whole bunch of neat things. It's kind of like obsidian looking stuff. Ooh, we're gonna need something weird. That's created with a foundry using a tablet. Oh, that's a lot of tablets. Okay, so what's this foundry thing? Clay forming. Hey, why not? Let's go ahead and get that, because, well, apparently I'm gonna need that at some point here. Stick that down. And with the help of vanilla and Napster, we can go ahead and fill it in pretty quickly. I mean, Napster's not always faster, but this works pretty good. And then using duplicate layers also helps. So we'll do some of that. Looks like it's a different new layer. Napster will clean up my nice little mistakes. Fill in a bit more. We've got to be getting close to the top here because we're getting pretty tall. Alright, one more? Last one. Really? Yeah. Okay, good. They're done. It looks like a weird QP toilet. Hopefully it'll look different. Like in the handbook, when it sets fired, it'll look a little bit better. But we'll have to fire that guy up. And the other thing is, I've had trouble getting some flax. We need twine to make linen, and then I need linen and a twine to make a bag. And I've found some, and it takes a long time to grow the flax and such. And so I have just a little bit going, and so it's always nice just to kind of get this bony soil taken care of, and end up getting some good stuff out of it. So, as long as I can get up to, I guess, 8, I think I need. I have some in my little 4-wall hut there, and go ahead and get a couple more of those. 7. Couple more. I only had 7, so bony soils, so I just needed just enough. Oh, there we go. We got our 8. And then we can go back inside. We finish that bit later, because again, I'm running out of space. Let's get our fibers wherever I managed to have it. There we go. So I need to make 2 more twines. 4 twines to make a linen, and then we have a bag. So if I can move enough stuff, no, don't pick it back up. There we go. And you can always recycle your baskets. So we're gonna need those for more skeps and whatnot. Have a little bit of space. Let's get rid of that thing. Probably will never need it. I need the medium to put down for a couple farm plots. I could put that back outside. So I had also found lead, got plenty of copper, did finally find a little tin. I mean, like a tiny tin deposit. But luckily we only need a tiny amount to make tin bronze. So the whole purpose is to make a tin bronze pick, so we can find iron. Because it's just been really hard finding enough tin in the area, or you have to do zinc and bismuth, 2 different resources. That's way too much, I think. I would like to just skip the tin, you know, unless I really, really have to get it. We're really close here. Do I take 2, 4? Okay. Another one? And another one there? No, 2 out. Trying to get the right ratio. Oh, there we go. 36, 34. All right. So we'll smelt that and get on to iron. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.